So who better to talk to now than Simon Calder, travel editor at The Independent, who's actually been booked to talk to us about a total eclipse. But if, Simon, you'll indulge us first of all, a word or two to you this morning, good morning, about the problems that we've faced and now train strikes today. It's been a bit of a nightmare. You can understand Eamon's a little bit late for us this morning.
Yes, absolutely. I've been using the Find My Eamon feature on my phone, and it's not working, I'm afraid. So, Tom, well done. Yes, good morning, everybody, and another really tough day for travellers. It's been a very rough weekend. We had so many flight cancellations on Saturday and Sunday, ferries all over the place, particularly in the Western Isles of Scotland, and trains. Well, yes, there's another strike today. This is by train drivers belonging to the ASLEF union and specifically working for those train operators which bring the vast majority of London commuters into town. That's Southeastern, Southwestern, Southern, Thameslink, Great Northern and Greater Anglia. Almost all of them of trains on those operators will be cancelled. There are going to be a few services. So, for instance, Greater Anglia is shuttling to and from Stansted Airport, as well as running some trains up and down the line to and from Norwich. To get to Gatwick, there's a shuttle service between Victoria and the airport at Gatwick. That's the only service that Southern is running. And then a few trains heading down to Ashford from London St Pancras and to Woking from Waterloo. But that's more or less your lot. As a result of that, of course, there will be hundreds of thousands of people who will be working from home today. Maybe it will kind of convince them that working from home is the way forward. But there is no suggestion that the dispute is anywhere near over. They haven't had any talks for a year.
Oh, well, that's happy news, Simon. Thank you for that. But of course, you're talking to us from Montreal, which is perhaps at the north of that big banana shape across the American continent, the centre of this eclipse that we're going to see today. Firstly, what can the Americans expect? But perhaps more importantly, are we going to get a look in over here in the UK?
Really good questions. Okay, yes, the Great American Eclipse 2024 is going to sweep across the North American continent from Mazatlan on the Pacific coast of Mexico, all the way through Texas, up through the Midwest, then over Cleveland, Ohio, Niagara Falls, which is where I was hoping to be, and then finally, past Montreal, over the Newfoundland in Atlantic Canada, and setting just before sunset. Now, the thing is, first of all, you will only get a total eclipse on that stripe, that line of totality. So you will only see the amazing effect of the sun suddenly disappearing in the middle of the day if you're on that line. There are going to be parts of Western United Kingdom where you will be able to see a partial eclipse towards sunset. Do not look straight to the sun without
bit there, Simon, but that was really good advice. Never look directly at the sun. There are always these tips about using a colander and a piece of paper, because I've covered a few too many solar eclipses in my time. And if you hold the colander up to the sky and a piece of paper, as the sun passes through and creates this illusion on the paper, you can actually watch it. I mean, it feels like...
Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've been with the whole school of children.
Fantastic.
For live television whilst that's been happening. It does work,
I saw
it's burning your eyeballs.
I saw the last solar eclipse that Washington DC had when I was over there in 2017, and we all got given special glasses to look up, although at the time President Trump ignored that advice and created quite a few headlines by squinting at the sun.
Oh, OK. Well, listen, we say goodbye to Simon. Thank you for his efforts. I hope he makes it to Niagara Falls, quite away from Montreal, it has to be said, in Canada. But if you do make it, Simon, check out Niagara on the Lake. It's actually my favourite place, much nicer than Niagara Falls. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.